Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a wrap-up for the first half of January 2024. The last few months I've been struggling to make myself make wrap-up videos because there's so many books and some of them I read so long ago. It's just a lot of work. So I thought maybe if I split them up into two videos, they could be shorter and fresher in my mind, so I can get my thoughts out in more coherent fashion and it won't feel like a chore. So that's what I'm planning on doing in 2024. We'll see if it works for me. I hope it will. But I'm excited for this first wrap up. For the first half of January, I read 4 books so far in the year, 2 audiobooks, 1 ebook, and 1 physical book. The first book I finished was an audiobook of The Broken Places by Blaine Daigle. This was a book club pick for the Dark Hearts book club hosted by Amy Noel Reeves. And I'll probably have the cover up here. You can see it has deer on it, and it's about some friends that go on a hunting trip in this man's family's hunting cabin that he's just inherited. He's been having a lot of trouble in his family members dying. His wife miscarried and then their marriage fell apart. He's really struggling. And so he and his friends go on this camping trip or hunting trip, and some very strange things start to happen out in the woods outside the cabin. The animals aren't acting like they should. They're acting strangely, and things really start to get worse when they kill a deer on the property. It was a short, fun, entertaining read, and I gave it 3.5 stars. Then I finished the audiobook for Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes. Dead Silence I read as a group read, a book club pick for the Thrills, Chills, or Kills book club hosted by the Bookish Drummer, which is a science fiction horror story taking place in space when a crew goes to investigate a ship that's been missing for years and years. That was set up to look like a luxury cruise ship. And they've been gone long enough that their food would have ran out, and there's pretty much no way there's anyone alive on the ship, but very strange things happen on the ship, and the crew has to figure out what happened to all these people, what happened on the ship that caused this tragedy. The person in charge has had a very traumatic event in their past where her whole family was killed in a terrible accident in and she was the only survivor. So she's dealing with a lot, and then the ship is, weird things are happening. They see someone dead, and then later on they might see them alive. But they're seeing things they shouldn't be seeing. And kind of plays off their fear. And yeah, it had some scary stuff in it, but the scary stuff didn't start until about 50%. So by that time I was like, I thought this was horror, but it did come. The crewmates are pretty annoying. I don't know. That might be just a me issue, but I thought they were all incredibly annoying, other than one who was not even the main one. There was one decent guy in there. But I do love a good sci-fi horror. This one was pretty good if you're not annoyed by character, and I gave it 3.5 stars. Okay, and then I finished an arc for That Night in the Woods by Kristopher Triana, and this was a horror novel that follows a group of friends that experience some things they don't understand in the woods, where young people have taken their lives, and then they see some things that don't seem real. They're all scared out of their minds. Years later, one of the 5 friends dies, and the other 4 come together to honor his memory and end up facing what happened to them all those years ago. Again, the horror elements started too late in the story for me. There were some at the 50% mark, but it was like, what's really going on? Who knows what's going on in these creepy woods? And then the really scary stuff doesn't happen until the last quarter. A little bit too much focus on the drama between the friends, but not bad. Not bad with those little things. I gave That Night in the Woods 3.25 stars. And then the last book I finished in the first half of January. I just finished it on the 14th. And that is The Reformatory by Tananarive Due. This is a pretty new release. It came out not long ago. And I read The Reformatory as a book club pick for the Spinebreakers book club hosted by Brad Proctor. And I've been incredibly excited to pick this one up, so I prioritized getting to it first for my physical reads, and I'm so glad that I did. This follows a boy who is sent to a reformatory for boys in 1950 in the Jim Crow South for kicking a white boy to protect a sister. And he is really sensitive to spirits. He can see haints, is what they call them, and he can tell that a lot of bad things have happened at the Reformatory, and his time in the Reformatory is scary. Lots of bad things. His sister is facing a lot of scary, bad things as well, as she's trying to get him out of this place. So it just shows a lot of the injustice in this time. The relationships and the human horror was really good. Character work, fantastic. And the supernatural, that was good too. But it was the people that were scary. This was an amazing book, and I can see this ending up on my top of the year list for 2024. If you have not read this book, do it. This is one that I recommend above all others. Those are my first 4 reads for 2024. Have you read any of these books, and what did you think of them? And I'll be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.